Hello and welcome to episode 55. Let's play Final Fantasy 14. So, in the last episode we were looking for Wedge's co-worker. Yeah, I think that's right. And unfortunately we did not find him, so we are going to continue this quest here. Let's see what he has to say. We can't give up, Joffrey. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who listens, and hurry. Big's chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Alright, I guess we are heading up here. Okay, here we go. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, if you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Dunifan Pass. The southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. Alright. While I make no guarantees that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, so up there. But I don't know why this Chocobo music is on. I swear I turned it off quite a while ago. Play music when mounted. Apply. Close. There we go. I feel the music, well, some music in this game is a bit too cheerful, and yeah, you will notice later on in the game. Alright, let's see what I have to say here. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, tin head? Ah, Joffrey. It is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in bad way. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Yuda has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Oh, that's nice. What? Where's my mouse? There we go. My thanks. Another moment and I would have He has been too long in the cold. We must find a shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Veg again. Oh, I love reunions. All right. I need to stop eating candy here because I can't say much when I have it. There we go. Oh. Alright. I cannot thank you enough, Geoffrey. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Well, yes, it's true. It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life, and you saved a wedge too, Geoffrey. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Biggs, Veg. Gods, it's good to see you, see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphinaud told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemies struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, Thought. How did the Gallians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I concluded that the Gallians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into a cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected a pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Golemold. Much to our dread, we knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky thought it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been big handiwork. Like as not, you always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Joffrey, thank you. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Alright. Oh wow! Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convey at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. It is a good place as any to prepare and better than most. Prepare and better. Oh, okay. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Alright. So, didn't we pick up this? Yes, we did. Alright, so we are back in Mordona. And apparently I have not picked up the Chocobo Keeper here. How sloppy on me. There we go. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you right? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at XIV Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Gallians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Hey, it has to be a good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why? I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Hey, well, disguised ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of magic tech armor, and impeccable timing. Ha! That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there is certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Glamund. The fellow got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about the XIV Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go and reconnoiter Gallian activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Geoffrey. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Yida, are there ever a time when you are not enthusiastic? Effused? I'm nothing if not infused. Yustola and I, Yustola. And you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. Alright, let's oh, we only need to go up here. Looking for Glamund, are you? Well, you found him, wherever you are. Huh? You're looking to get inside Castrum Center and you need my help? Ha! Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Oh. So you have friends at Castrum Center. What want for rescue? That Slaffborn knows me too well. Hey, you count on my help? I got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the war zones. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity, captivity's delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach a center from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left, called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the moorballs, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipe coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, and Godspeed. All right. I don't know why the air looks like spilled oil on water in this place, but it certainly does from time to time. Alright. Alright, let's see here. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've got out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. Oh, I know who that is. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Guardians don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. Huh. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best get back to our stations. The footfalls grows fainter until all is silent. Alright. There we go. Let's head over there. Tis good to see you again, Geoffrey. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castro Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray, have the details from him. Good work, Geoffrey. As Alphinold has already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumund is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparations on my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Geoffrey. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Glaumund goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparations of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they short an armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electronic electromagnetic waves. Ah, FN radio. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystal among the clusters. For this I need you to go there and use this device to make readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Alright. And I guess we can pick up this quest too. Clean the wax out of your ears now, cause there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plans to have you enter Castron Century all decked out in Imperial duds. But disguise is more just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castron Century and watch the Imperials doing what they do. So we got 2 quests to do right now. And while considering it's like 2 minutes left on this episode, I will be continue doing these quests in the next episode. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then please hit the like button. It helps me a lot, and it also helps others finding my content on YouTube. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, feel free to hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.